Today I'm reviewing Sentinel-S by Mann Bags. I reviewed not that long ago the Sentinel by Mann Bags. This is the Sentinel-S. It's a slight difference, slight change to template size, and I'll get more into that here in a moment. But first, let's go ahead and dive in. Let's break these bags down. As always, start with materials. Slow side. This is the same material you find on the slow side of the Lucky Bags Surefire. The Ultra Butter and the Ultra Viper B slow side also use it. It's this material gets used on both sides. A lot of companies use both sides. They play very similar. This is what I think the slower side of this material is. I typically call it a 5-speed, but it's really a slow 5, maybe even 4.5, probably a better speed for it. Definitely has a lot of control to it. It's great for hard throwers. It's great for fast boards. It's great for playing a dirty style game. You know, you can throw blockers. You have a ton of control with it. The downsides on it, there's a few negatives on this material. The number one is humidity. You just need to be aware of moisture. Anytime there's moisture on the board, this material becomes really sticky and just it becomes, it doesn't slide. It just hits and stops. It's unmovable at that point. So stay away from humidity. It's a material that doesn't, it's not very hole friendly, right? It tends to want to hang on the hole. But that's what you get when you get a more controlled material. If you throw those traditional true carpet materials, they also aren't very hole friendly, right? They hang on the hole. That's kind of the trade-off. When I talk about cornhole bags and being a zero-sum game, when you gain something somewhere, so you're gaining control, you're gaining that ability to throw blockers, you got to give up something. One of the things you give up is a little bit of that hole friendliness, because the reason this material has control, the reason it's great for blockers is it's sticky. It grabs and bites and sticks on the board. But around the hole, you don't want, for a hole friendly bag, you want a material that doesn't bite and stick. You want a material that slides or it's really slick. So this is going to give you that kind of little bit of trade-off. Not a bad thing. I'm not knocking the bag. In fact, Mann Bags did a great job of counteracting that with the fill, and I'll get more in that in a moment. The last thing I'll say about this material on the negative is it does tend to have a kick to it. If you don't throw flat, it's material that's going to have a kick. But on the positive side of that is this material is great for shot shaping. Phenomenal throwing cuts, rolls, flops, does it extremely well. Again, if you don't like that true carpet material, but you still want to have that control and you want to have the ability to shot shape, this is the material you want. So definitely a bag if you like playing the freestyle game, but you don't like carpet materials, you're going to love this material and love the way these Sentinel-S's play. So 4.5 speed on the slow side here, fast side. This is the same fast side they use. In fact, both these materials, same slow and fast side that Mann Bags uses on their regular Sentinel bag. But this fast side is the same material you find on the fast side of the True Cornhole Conspiracy, the fast side of the Sub-Zero Glacier. It's the same fast side that Mann Bags uses on the D10 bag. 8-speed, it's fast, it's great for pushing those blockers up into the hole. So if you hit a level 2, level 3 blocker, flip it on the fast side, no problem pushing it all up into the hole. It's great for blowing bags out of the way and dealing with congestion. It's a wonderful fast side material. So about a 4.5, 5 speed on the slow side, 8 speed on the fast side on these Sentinel-S bags. Template wise, this is the big change from the regular Sentinel. This is it's a medium template, but it's right on that borderline being a small, almost a small template bag. The regular Sentinel bag was a little bit bigger template, a little bit bigger, a little more flop, a little looser. This is a much fuller bag, smaller template. So if you don't like a loose floppy bag, but you like the sound of that bag, you're going to love these Sentinel-S's. It's a medium amount of fill, but because of the template size, it feels fuller. You've got some flop. It's not overly floppy. Now, both these materials are very loose and pliable, so they don't have a thickness or a stiffness to them. So it's definitely going to give you a little bit of that flop, but you want that flop. That flop gives you some of that forgiveness. Take some of the kick out of it. Also helps the bag kind of grab and hook on the hole, around the hole. So you want some of that, but it's definitely not a loose, sloppy bag. It's a bag that when I grab, I fill it up completely. I have complete control, which means I can really manipulate this bag out of my hand and get this bag to do whatever I want. So great for shot shaping. The fullness of this bag is wonderful for that. The fill in here is it's a round bead fill. I think it's 100% bead. I don't feel any flat. There may be some other mixtures, I don't know, but it's mostly found 100% round bead fill, which is what this bag needs. I talked about the slow side material not being that hole friendly, and what Mann Bags has done to kind of counteract that is put this super hole friendly fill in here. This fill in here really wants to drip in the hole, and that kind of helps balance out the material. So the bag does, and you'll see when I throw, there is some drip here. There is some drip to the bag, and if the bag does get up there and stop, it's not a hard bag to bump in. You don't have to go super aggressive. You just come the next bag coming down, just kind of bumps it, it'll take it in. So I think the fill is exactly what you need with this slow side material to get the bag to still drip in fairly well. The fill is also super active, which pairs well with the shot shape of this slow side material. So this is definitely a bag for those people who want to play dirty and shot shape. That's what you get here with this Sentinel-S. These bags are ACO stamped with an ACO. You can throw these. Let's go and jump in, talk a little more about the playability. And as I mentioned, this is really a bag suited for that dirty style player. The exception would be, again, fast boards, hard throwers. In those situations, you can pull these bags out and you can run the bag in the hole, no problem whatsoever. But for me, if I'm pulling this out, I want to play dirty. I want to throw blockers up there, or I want to deal with a dirty style player who's throwing blockers, and I want the ability to shot shape, cuts, roll, slops. This is a wonderful bag for shot shaping. If you're trying to learn how to do it, or you're anywhere from the beginner to the advanced to elite, you're going to have some success with shot shaping this bag because of the fullness, because of the template size, and because of the fill that Man Bags put in here. This bag is great for those cuts, rolls, flops, does it extremely well. I don't know if I really caught any of my flops on here. Still working on kind of mastering that or developing a flop shot, right? I've struggled with the roll. I'm still working on that. I can't get the back load down. I can get the front load, get a little bit of flop shot. I can't remember when I was throwing these out here to do the video if I actually caught myself throwing any of the flops. It's kind of a windy day, a little tough to get the bags to get that front load because the wind wants to catch it, blow it off course. But for sure, it's a bag that I can flop from time to time when I need to. So if I can do it, anybody can do it, right? I consider myself a beginner in the rolls and flops. Cuts, I'm a little more advanced on that, but I was able to throw cuts this bag and really get it to manipulate and move it around bags that I want to. So definitely a bag you can throw a blocker up there in your opponent's side, leave it there. You can cut, roll, flop over, get around it. Then last bag, come down slick side, clip it, take it in. Collectability in these bags, because they're on the fuller side, very easy to collect. You can get aggressive putting that blocker over in your opponent's side, knowing you're coming to the middle. Just clip that corner and take it right in. Enough speed on this fast side here to push through multiple bags. If you want to throw a couple bags up there, get a lot of congestion on the hole, come through slick side, you can do that. I know when I staged some blockers up there, I think when I had the 2 blockers staged up there, I let them like to kind of just throw a couple more bags and create a lot of chaos, and then I come down slick side, blow the pile up, take them in. I was able to do that really well with these Sentinel-S bags. Really did. There's just enough flop here as well. And I think because the smaller template, they didn't bunch or clog in the hole. They still melted it really well. Typically fuller bags have a tendency to want to bunch, clog up in the hole. I didn't have that problem here whatsoever. And I think it's, again, that little bit of that smaller template. And there's just enough fold, enough flop to them that they'll fold up and they'll melt in really, really well. One last thing I want to mention is Man Bags does offer these in a seamless option. I don't know if they may offer all their bags. I don't know. I know for sure these Sentinel-S's had the offer the seamless option because these are a seamless bag. What's that mean? What that means is you don't have a visible closing seam. All 4 sides look identical. They all look the same, which gives you a little more consistency in the bag flight. There's not one side's gonna be different. So more consistency in the bag flight, more consistency with pushing and collecting bags because you're not with the seam hitting and maybe causing bags to react differently. Also, the seam can sometimes be a little stiffer, which can mean sometimes bags don't drip in because you catch, if that seam is once hanging over the hole, it doesn't allow that bag to catch the corner or dip in as well as it would without the seam. So you're getting more consistency just play-wise across the board. For me, I'm a person that likes to hold the seam in my hand. I use the seam to tell me feedback that I got the bag in the right spot. It's not too far on my fingers, not too far on my palm. I can just tell by feel where the bag is in my hand. I've always been a little hesitant about seamless bags because I was afraid to take away that feedback. I may struggle, but what I love about seamless bags is when I grab my bags the whole from the board, I don't have to worry about which order, the orientation they are. I can just pick a bag up and it doesn't matter which way I hold it in my hand. It all feels the same, which means the bag's gonna fly out the same. I get a lot more consistency with it. So I'm starting to fall in love with these seamless bags. It's only the second bag I've ever thrown that had a seamless option to it. And I'm a fan of it. I really am a fan. If you haven't tried one, I recommend just buying a set to at least try, see if it's something you like or don't like. Leads me into availability. Man Bags has a website, manbags.com. As always, there's a link down in the description. These bags are $65 for a set. It was $10 shipping, so $75 shipped to you. Phenomenal price for an ACO stand bag. Great price for just any bags out there whatsoever. So if you're interested in trying out, maybe you haven't tried this material out, maybe you love the sound of this bag, but being a fuller option than the regular Sentinel, which is a little bit looser, floppier, and you want to give it a run, at the $75 price point shipped, it's well worth taking that chance on there. If you do want to go seamless, there is an extra fee. I think it's $40 extra to add the seamless option on there. I'd love to hear your thoughts on these bags, right? Especially if you use the seamless option, I'd love to hear your thoughts. I really love hearing you guys' opinions on if you've thrown the seamless version of this bag or the bag, if you like it, don't like it. I'd love to hear your opinion on that, as well as if you've thrown these Sentinel-S's. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment down below. Always love hearing guys' opinions on the bags. As always, I thank you so much for your support, and I thank you for watching.